Hawaii is a world of its own, exotic, mysterious, ancient, and very much alive, and Honolulu is its beating heart. Hawaii is known for the tragic attack on Pearl Harbor, historical monuments, and the history of the Hawaiian royal family, which can be explored at the Iolani Palace and the Bernice Pauahi Bishop Museum. The island state also boasts spectacular nature that ranges from the volcanic craters of Diamond Head and Coco crater to the endless beaches, including the famous Waikiki Beach. Waikiki Beach. Waikiki Beach is one of the most famous beaches in the world. This 2-mile-long sandy beach on the island of Oahu is located on the island's south shore next to the iconic Diamond Head. Across from the beach are many luxury hotels, restaurants, beach bars and shops. Just before Diamond Head is beautiful, spacious Iolani Park, which is popular for jogging, picnics, or throwing a ball with friends. Makapuu Lagoon, on the west end of the beach, is a secluded spot where kids can swim in safety. The beach is popular for surfing, snorkeling and swimming and tends to be quite busy. Pearl Harbor. Visiting Honolulu would not be complete without a visit to Pearl Harbor, where the infamous Japanese attack in December 1941 killed 2,403 people and forced the U.S. to enter World War II. Pearl Harbor is a National Historic Landmark and also an active military base. Organized tours will take you to important sites such as the battleship the USS Missouri, the site where the Japanese surrendered, the USS Arizona Memorial, the Pacific Aviation Museum Pearl Harbor, the USS Bowfin where you can get a glimpse of life on a World War II submarine, and the Pacific Submarine Museum with its indoor and outdoor exhibits. You will also see a documentary on the history of Pearl Harbor and so much more. It is an emotional journey, and there is much to see, so plan on spending a day going from site to site, especially if you are traveling with kids, who will love roaming aboard battleships and a submarine. Iolani Palace, Honolulu, Oahu. Iolani Palace is big part of Hawaiian romance. Located in downtown Honolulu, a quick drive from Waikiki Beach, it is a magnificent 10-room, 4-story palace built in Italian Renaissance style and the only royal palace in North America. The official residence of Hawaii's King Kalakaua and his sister and successor Queen Liliuokalani, the last monarchs of Hawaii. The opulent palace was completed in 1882 and was wired for electricity even before the White House. Since being lovingly and carefully restored to its former glory, the palace has been open to visitors, who can immerse themselves in Hawaii's history and royal heritage. The first 2 floors consist of the living areas, while the basement houses the Hawaiian crown jewels, photos, regalia, and decorations. The palace is registered as a National Historic Landmark. Makapuu Lighthouse Trail. Leaving the beach in Honolulu to spend 2 hours hiking a hot and dry trail surrounded by low-growing kaiā and cactus and fighting against strong winds makes sense only when you get to the top and see the views. The Makapuu Point Trail is part of the Kauai State Scenic Shoreline, and once you get through the fairly steep hike you will be rewarded with spectacular views of the Oahu's coastline, Koko Head, and Koko Crater. From Makapuu Head where the trail ends, you can see small offshore islands off in the distance. These are wildlife sanctuaries for seabirds such as frigate bird and tropic bird. You can also easily spot the famous historic 1909 Makapuu Lighthouse with its red roof standing out against the deep blue of the sea that surrounds it. If you are lucky, you even might see Lanai and Molokai on a clear day. If you find yourself on the Makapuu between November and May, you even might see migrating humpback whales. Koko Crater Trail, Honolulu, Oahu. Koko Crater, a 1,208-tall volcanic tuff cone, is one of the most recognizable of Oahu's landmarks. It is a popular hiking destination, and the hiking trail leading to its peak can be seen for miles. There is also a smaller tuff cone called Koko Head nearby. To get to the lookout point, hikers have to climb 1,048 very steep stairs made of railroad ties, which were built more than 60 years ago so that the military could get supplies to the bunkers at the top. At one point, the railroad tracks hanging above ground, making that part of the trail a little scary. Inside of the crater there are horse stables and a famous Coco crater botanical garden with many native cacti and succulents. It is a pleasant place to take a rest before heading back. Manoa Falls, Honolulu, Oahu. To see the true beauty of Oahu you have to get off the beach. Just a short drive from Waikiki towards Manoa Valley will get you to a lush rainforest thick with bamboo. An easy 45-minute hike up the mountain will reveal Manoa Falls, the 150-foot waterfall that turns into a thunderous gush of water after heavy rains. The small pool where the water cascades from the overhanging cliff looks fresh and inviting, but it is actually dangerous for swimming because of falling rocks and bacteria contamination. Nevertheless, the air is cool and quite refreshing. The 1.6-mile-long trail is fairly easy, with some large boulders you will have to climb over. It can be slippery after the rains, and it rains often in the rainforest even if it's dry when you leave the beach. Bring bug spray, as insects thrive in the forest. Tantalus Lookout Ualakaa State Park. For an absolutely breathtaking view of Hawaii, one that's sure to make everyone back home envious of your tropical vacation, go to Tantalus Lookout at Ualakaa State Park. Tourists and locals come to climb the 1,048-foot hill to not only revel in the beautiful scenery that awaits them, but also to appreciate the calm it offers in comparison to the constant buzz of the city. Standing at Tantalus Lookout, visitors will see an